Hey y'all, welcome to episode 52 of Stock Talk with Josh and
Robert.
Robert. How you doing?
Good.
It's been a couple weeks since we did an episode.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, I do want to first start off by apologizing to our viewers, our listeners all
It's
around.
Josh's fault.
Okay, I'm a man, so I'm not gonna be like I'm gonna take responsibility on my half of things. So yes, I made one half of the reason y'all didn't get an episode a little bit sooner was because of me, but
The other half is that we need a new guest. Matthew Murney Morgan.
so
Kennedy.
it's everybody's fault but him. I'm guessing this is what the episode's saying.
Pretty
But
much.
yes, so let's get this started with episode 52. Nico, first, how have you been?
Pretty good. My music career is getting better.
I know. I heard you got a new band.
Yeah, I'm actually in 5 bands, maybe 6 as of next week.
Why you don't got like a band named like off of like the stock market?
A band named after the stock market? What would
Yeah.
you call it?
I don't know.
Dollar Bills?
I like that. Stocks are us.
Yeah, I could do that too.
Do something like that.
Jake the White Tiger.
Okay, can you stop reading comments now? For people who also listen to the podcast on YouTube or on Apple Podcast, Spotify, we
gonna do
are
this.
actually live on TikTok with our nicely 5 viewers on here going crazy,
Yeah.
going straight up crazy. But yeah, we having fun.
Hey,
a good
Jake
time.
the White Tiger.
So if you catch him just reading stuff out and screaming like he damn, I don't know, the Hulk sometimes, that's because he's reading some comments. But
Hey,
How's that?
we got live viewers that are on the show with us.
they are guests.
They are the guests. Yes, today we have so many different guests.
They are
We have
guests.
Brandon. We have Jake the White Tiger. Okay, what's our first topic?
Yeah. So this past what was it? 2 weeks ago, the quarter 2 earnings got released, posted or whatever. It says down 4% year over year,
funny.
but beat the expectations.
He
by
said
seven.
he said he does the same thing.
He does the what? Oh,
Okay, so so
you want me to read?
Q2 earnings down 4% year over year, but it beat expectations by 7%.
Yeah, that got released like 2 weeks ago, right? A week and a half ago.
Well, no, because the earnings they've been coming out, so it's a process.
Yeah, so the huge thing I see is they somehow beat expectations. So is the expectations being 7% a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because whether the expectations were so low, like they got it somehow.
That's
beat
what
it.
happened. Well,
That's what got it.
no, I mean it's you want to be up year over year and you want to beat expectations. So
But they down year over year.
it's down year over year, but we it's that's why they beat expectations though because we thought we were gonna have a huge recession this year, and we didn't. So could have been a lot worse, but it wasn't.
And so the down 4%. So this is from last year
This
too.
is from last year.
So how you feeling about that?
Well, I'm ADHD, but do too much. My wife is annoyed with my impersonation.
Jay, can you do like a SpongeBob impersonation?
Yeah, let's invite him on the live. He could do it for everybody.
Yeah, but the year of the year thing is interesting too. I
Because
personally
last
think.
year things were hotter, inflation
Yeah.
was higher, so that's why
Mhm.
earnings were up.
And do you think this is like a kind of a warning of us being somewhat in like some sort of recession or anything going on?
I mean, I would say it's closer to a soft landing than anything else, because it hasn't been that bad.
What's a soft landing? Explain that
Soft
for
landing
people.
means instead of having a huge recession, you just kind of land softly and things just.
Yeah, I think that's been the overall the entire plan goal for the past year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
for
I
some-
remember like at the beginning of this year, everyone said, "Oh, that's impossible."
Yeah,
He said he could do
impossible.
Cleveland Brown and Kay Williams, but yeah, I mean, at the beginning of the year they said, "Oh, that's impossible," because it's either like inflation super hot, or interest rates were going to be, we're going to kill the consumer, and that was going to put us in a recession.
That's what's up.
But hey, do you have a watch? Do you have a watch? I do not have a watch. Do you have a watch?
I got a couple watches here.
He has a couple watches, but not on him. SpongeBob. Okay.
All right. The next thing on our topic, people, is Tyson Foods. Tyson Foods.
I
is-
own this stock.
I'm about to say you do own this stock, so
Yeah.
is this good or bad news that I'm about to bring up?
He says he has a Rolex. This is bad. This is kind of bad news.
Yep, and this news is Tyson Foods, which is the world's second largest processor of beef, chicken, and pork reports negative EPS on revenues of 13 billion, planning more plant closures, and they are also having a little bit more layoffs to reduce costs and return to profitability.
Yeah, because they fired 10% of their executives or something, their employees like months ago, and you know, obviously that wasn't enough because they're still reporting negative net income. I'm still waiting for the electric vehicles to come in too. They're supposed there's no, I'm saying
I know, yeah.
those electric trucks, that's supposed to help with stuff too. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not Tyson Foods. I don't really see that as a risky stock. I don't see
What do you
them.
think their problem is?
Their problem is that people are buying cheaper meat alternatives. They're not buying that it said that, and then they hire too many people, and then their factories needed more like money, or like they needed to invest more money into them to bring them back or something.
Yeah.
So that's why they're shutting them down. So, he says he works at Walmart. That's why he hasn't gotten the shipments yet.
Or got water not too. That's why I haven't got those shipments. I got
That's
you.
funny. Angel, what stock are you buying? Coach JV, what stock are you buying?
Wait, so do you know an exact number of how many plants they have closed now?
Let's see. It was only a couple. They were talking about like 4 plants or something. It wasn't a lot. Well, considering I don't have any Wi-Fi here, I don't think we're gonna
Oh yeah, I forgot.
make much improvement.
And I got one right here though. But yeah, the one thing about Tyson Foods is though, like, it is, we need Tyson Foods to be around and stick around and things like that. But what's a blonde with pigtails? Pork.
What?
You didn't pork. A blonde with pigtails.
Okay,
Pork.
whatever you say.
What was I gonna say, people? About Tyson Foods? I don't know what I was gonna say.
You were gonna say how you can't wait for beef prices to come down so you can start making more cheeseburgers.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You know, the high cost of food is skyrocketing everywhere. Like, if you look at McDonald's now, there's no such thing as a dollar menu.
That's
at
what Walter
McDonald's.
was saying. He said that it's a more
The
expensive.
dollar menu is gone from McDonald's. It's not even a $2
Well, that's
menu.
inflation.
It's
though.
a $3 menu now.
Well, Walter said
You see all over them and make chickens. They want like $20 for it now.
Walter said the food is healthier there.
McDonald's is good though.
I haven't had it in years.
McDonald's is good food, good soul food. But yeah, no, prices are going to keep going up crazy, and I really just don't know when the entire bubble of things is going to pop, just go everywhere, because it's like kind of starting to get ridiculous.
I feel bad for the people who have to buy premium gas.
Oh yeah,
I can barely handle $4 a gallon. I can't imagine doing 5.
yeah. My pop's got to escalate and it
Oh,
takes
really?
premium. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dying, but hey, got to
gotta-
drive in style.
It's
Okay,
gotta get 12 miles to the gallon.
all right. So Nico,
Yeah.
what's the next thing on the topic?
You tell me.
I don't know.
You have the list.
This is actually kind of old though.
No.
Well, UPS revenue down 11%. Actually, we can also bring up the news of UPS too,
Oh yeah.
the drivers. But yeah, UPS revenue is down 11% year over year. That's kind of interesting too, with the revenue being down. Is somehow they had this big, the big
Oh, that is true.
they had the big strike going on.
Yeah.
It's going on for a while, and now that's cleared up, and now the UPS drivers are
Actually,
getting.
that's why I think that's what they cited it as.
Oh, the big problem.
Yeah.
That could have been a big problem because tension's been going on for the past 6 months. And it really just hit, maybe even longer than 6 months, but it really just took heat these past months of May, June, July. It was just finally resolved in July too. So, yeah, even though it's down 11%, the drivers have still got a huge pay raise. It's gonna be making, the good thing, round of applause too. UPS drivers making over 100,000 a year. That's
I
good.
know. Well, not all of them, right? I think it's just like the average.
Yeah, something like that. But
Because
yeah,
that sounds too good to be true.
I don't know all the details, but they did get a significant pay raise. So that's good for UPS drivers.
You know who I would like to work for?
UPS.
No.
Who?
Taylor Swift.
Why?
Because did you see how much they got in bonuses?
No, I didn't see.
A lot.
How much?
Like
Are you talking about for the concert?
for all the people who worked, I think for the truck drivers and everything, it was like millions and millions of dollars. I think each one got over $100,000 in bonuses.
Good for them. Good for them. So you said the big reason was the strike going on probably was why
Yeah.
their revenue went down. So I think with the next
Jake says they should give the drivers air conditioning.
Like in the trucks?
Yeah,
There's none in the trucks?
I don't know.
That's insane if there's none in the
I
trucks.
mean but I mean it's probably because
That's crazy if it's none in the trucks.
that would be bad. But it's because the door is always open.
Yeah, you're right.
They got to keep that door open.
Or at least cool seats.
Hello, one question. What in the heck? Okay, that question is not
Wait.
stock market related.
What was the question?
Next
Read it.
question.
No, what was the question?
He said no.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Okay, next question or next topic.
You know I hate talking about this too.
What, Lyft? Why?
Well, not really hate, but yeah, it's a
I
company.
thought you hate talking about Tesla.
No, I don't have no problem with Tesla.
Okay.
But Lyft grows revenue 3%. Says they will lower prices to steal Uber customers. That's kind of funny. You know, I think when Lyft and Uber first came out, like, was that 2013, 2014-ish?
Something like that.
It was like a big deal going on. We thought they was going to be the companies of the future, yada, yada, yada.
Well, I would say they did a pretty good job of like taking over
They did take over.
taxis and stuff, right?
They definitely took over, so. And it's good to see that, like, they still actually battling, still going back and forth with one another. Because I actually
Imagine
thought
having no viewers.
we got
Hey,
7.
Don't even say that. That's not funny.
We got 5, bro.
Yeah, we got 5. Okay, we're holding on tight to those 5, so don't even say that.
Yeah, but what was gonna say with Lyft and Uber? I thought Lyft would have went out for Uber. I thought Uber had a little bit more staying power compared to Lyft.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, so it's still somehow.
Which I think Uber is the more popular one.
Mm-hmm. But Lyft was still able to grow 3% in revenue.
Oh,
so.
that is the reason behind it. The doors open and close too much, so they say it is not worth it. That makes sense. See, that's what I was saying.
Give me a raise then.
I know, no air conditioning, but you can make $100K.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Imagine if you worked like in Miami or like
Ooh,
Arizona or something.
Shit, bro.
Do you like dragons? Well, yes, but that's not stock market related.
All right, what the hell are we gonna read?
Jimmy Fallon just joined our show.
It says Nathan. What the fuck?
Whatever.
What are you gonna read now?
Oh, Uber and Lyft.
Yeah, what about it?
So I just want to tell people, if you're going to get an Uber somewhere, make sure you check Lyft first because most likely Lyft should be cheaper.
That's a good tidbit.
PSA.
Do you know more people who use Uber or Lyft more?
I would say Uber. Yeah. Uber is more popular. It is. I live in Louisiana. We live in Indiana.
All right, now with Lyft, so Uber is way more popular in your eyes. What do you think Lyft can do to somewhat shift that and become more popular than Uber?
Get cheaper.
And that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes for them.
I know another one.
What?
Have more trustworthiness with the drivers.
Yeah, you know,
some way to say either like we are stricter on background checks or we are like, I don't know, something to like make the
yeah, I feel that because for like it's like this. It's like for some reason, like every like month or two, you see like a Lyft driver doing something crazy, like kidnapping a woman, doing something to killing a woman, things like that.
And the drivers are in danger sometimes too. I think
you always see like a Lyft driver getting robbed or something like that.
Yeah,
getting killed. Like you see that stuff in the headlines, and that's like when you kind of read that for like the normal person, you'll be like, oh, do I really want to do this, or do I just rather just get a car and just drive?
Yeah, or a taxi,
things like that. So. That's another thing. The next thing on our topic, I don't know what this is, but Penn National.
You don't know what that is?
No.
Yeah, you do. That's the company that.
Oh, I know what this is. Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I lied. Penn National Gaming is paying Disney up to $2 billion for ESPN trademark and a 10-year deal to rebrand the sports book app. Nico, that's a lot of money.
It is.
That's a lot of money. You think?
Thank God I own Disney stock.
You think that's a good deal for him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, in the sportsbook app, you know, it's taking over the country. Like every time you watch any sort of sport, there's gonna be a ticker of the odds going on in Vegas, and it looks like every place has a sportsbook.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sports betting just took over in the span of a year and a half, and it's gonna be.
Did you ever use their sportsbook app?
No, I only use
Barstool. I've used Barstool. Yeah, I've used it.
I haven't used Barstool.
So I don't understand why.
No, I've been to a Barstool one, but I just haven't used the app.
So why wouldn't Disney just use ESPN to make their own sports betting app? Why would they Why would they license it out?
I mean, if they can get $2 billion for it.
I
Then,
know, and they're really not doing any work.
yeah. So.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That's pretty good. Hopefully Disney's struggling so much. I hope Disney fixes things. Come on, Bob Iger.
Yeah. Did we talk about what Bob said
What did he say?
last month? I'm trying to remember. He says he did like an interview about the strikes going on with
Oh, I know he said
movie
the
strikes
actors
going
and the
on.
writers.
Yeah.
I think he said what they're asking for is not realistic.
Yeah.
But I talked to somebody who is a writer in in California. She says that it's because artificial intelligence is taking the jobs of writers, and it's like it's going to be taking the jobs of actors. And the funny thing is, there's black.
You would never take a creative job like writing or acting away from humans. I'm sorry. Now,
But-
maybe if you're talking about like an animated
But
movie,
it could
but
take,
like
it could take half of it away. What she's saying is instead of hiring 10 writers for a show, they'll only hire 2 because ChatGPT can write out other details or whatever else. The other thing is
I don't know. The one thing with shows and movie for it to make a profit, the public still has to like them. The public
Yeah, I
have to
know.
enjoy it.
I know,
So say if they do this and they do a Batman movie
but it's only
that's half written by ChatGPT, people don't like it. Then what? Then they expect to make what, like $500 million a weekend? That $500 million only does like 2.
yeah. But how do you know that?
Then what?
How do you know ChatGPT won't be able to write good scripts?
I don't know.
I think it can.
Then you can.
Yeah.
ChatGPT make me a movie script.
I've done it. If you do it now, they're not the best. But I'm saying, like, what about a year or 2 from now? What if, they're probably going to develop a better AI system, right?
Yeah, they probably will. but-
Anyways, what I was trying to say was, in the new season of Black Mirror, there's an episode about how they take Salma Hayek's face and they just license her face to make shows
oh, I
to
can see
use
that,
her,
yeah.
right? So that's kind of what she was saying, was it could be like that too. In other words, you wouldn't really need any actors or writers. It'd be very limited. It'd be like,
That's what they're doing with music too.
yeah, same thing.
You
Because
saw that big deal that just happened. I think reportedly Google and like some sort of music label has like a deal to use different artists for vocals and use it with AI to use it with new music that's coming out. That's kind of crazy though.
yeah, because
Yeah, but it's still kind of easier with music, I think, because it's with the voices.
hmm
So I don't know.
it's weird how all this stuff's happening. AI is like I don't know. It's doing
AI's
so
taking
much.
over people.
It's doing so much with photos, with creative work, with music, with voices. It literally can replicate anything. It can come up with anything. It's like humans are not going to be needed anymore.
And that's a good segue while we're talking about movies. Let's talk about Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix has a game controller app.
Yeah.
So how you feel about that?
Well, it depends on how good the games are.
That
If
is
they
true.
have Galaga, then I'll play.
Yeah.
If they have
So they're gonna be making their own games too, right?
I think, yeah.
I would say, what has a good games though too, like good mobile games.
Activision.
No, Apple.
Oh, really?
Apple has a good supply of mobile games that's kind of gotten better over years. Like even if you compare from like 2015 to now, most of the mobile games are much better than what they were back then compared to now. So,
That's cool.
and then is this our last topic of the day too? I think it's the last topic. You want to talk about your favorite company?
Celsius.
That's your favorite company.
Celsius grows revenue at 112% year over year. The market cap is now $11 billion, although they are still losing money. That's the problem. And that's about it.
How are they still losing money?
I don't know. That's why I can't understand. If it's probably because of marketing expenses. They're probably just growing so fast, hiring people, spending money on marketing.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But like, it's crazy that they literally just make energy drinks and it's worth $11 billion.
I know it's popular though.
It is popular. I do like them. They are one of the better ones.
So you drink it too? You like them?
Well, I used to, and the reason was because I used to I'll drink like a Monster.
I don't drink hold on. I don't drink energy
Your
drinks at
voice-
all.
your-
But you
your-
said what about Monster?
I'll
You
drink
that
like a
and
Monster, a Red Bull, or I've had them all. I've had the C4. I've had all of them. But the problem is, a lot of times they will hurt my teeth. It'll like make my teeth and my gums like numb almost if I have like those hardcore ones, like a Bang or something. But then when I go to Celsius, it's not as bad. The Celsius,
Appreciate it, Jake. See you.
The the Celsius doesn't hurt my teeth as bad, so it's a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'm not an energy drink
That's all right.
drinker, but I do know it's
So you don't have
popular.
any caffeine?
Coffee sometimes,
Yeah, that works too.
but
What's
not
up,
really.
Julian? What stock are you buying?
Yeah, but I think this is it. I think this concludes it. This is actually a quick episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but quick, quick and easy, quick, short and easy, just to get our faces back out there for the people that missed us. You got anything else to add?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah, so this is a good episode 52 of Stock Talk with Josh and
Robert.
Robert. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. If you haven't already, a big shout out to everybody on TikTok live, watching us, commenting, things of that nature. Also to the viewers back at home listening while you're on the bus, at home, train,
In the streets.
something, watching us on the YouTube screen, even, maybe, I don't know.
If we're on
But thank you all
video.
for all your constant support. We greatly appreciate it. And to greener days ahead. Bye-bye now.